May we get a message for my babes? If we may we please? What's the message? Venus. Hey. You're so gorgeous. Darling, look at your... I heard titty. Anyways, somebody here is feeling sexy. Oh, it's not sexy. It's oozing with beauty. Sensual beauty. All right, I'm gonna let you in a little bit. When I walk around my house or my room alone, I have noticed in the last few months that I walk like with this kind of energy naturally. And then when I leave the house, I'm all tomboyish. And it's beginning to be a problem with me. So I started exercising my natural energy outside the house. And I'm like, I don't know. People, I know there's women who try to exit the house with this energy, but the ones that don't try and just have this energy hide it. Well, personal experience. And so I've been exercising my natural essence outside the house, not caring what people may or may not think, because I try not to care anyways. I don't like to have any sort of extra attention. I'm getting nervous. It's like, oh my gosh, so that's enough for now. Let's get one of these. Number 16 may be significant. What's the message for Venus? Rules Taurus and Libra. Venus is the planet of beauty. What's the message? The crossing, initiation. Number 54. Okay. Oh my gosh, don't make me say it! This is nothing to fear. From personal experience. I'm trying not to speak on. It's a beautiful moment. My experience was nearly identical looking to this, but only it was at night. And the bridge was a path, not a bridge. I mean, it was probably a bridge, but like I saw land on either side. But I went through a portal that looked like this. This is special. This is a special story. Blessed. So what happened was, I saw this. It looked like this. Only it wasn't a bright light. It was glowing, but it was like it was pretty much like that. It just wasn't so bright. It was glowing, but not. Anyways, so I got right in front of it, and I think I said, like, pardon me, or excuse me, or I said something like, excuse me, hello, or like, I don't know what I said, but I went like this, like I was, like there was something to touch. I don't know. This is what happened. And I like stepped through, like, as if there was a lift in the knee needed to happen. And then, to be continued, bro, sis. So I wouldn't say this. This isn't just like, hey, guess what happened? No, this is, we're doing a reading, and Spirit says, let's talk about it. It's not scary. It was intense, but looking back, how freaking beautiful of a moment, an experience, the crossing. And let me just say a little something for after my experience and I got back. There was a certain somebody that looked at me like I shouldn't be alive. Like, the look on their face was like as if they knew something. Anyways, so we have number 16 and 54, number 7 and number 9. Venus, beauty, the crossing, the initiation, dare I say death, is something we all fear because of the lack of authentic stories from true experiences that portray it as beautiful and not fearful. So perhaps you've experienced something like this or know somebody that has, and they have been able to portray. Just got a visual. Perhaps they were able to portray their story with beauty as opposed to fear. I remember my mom telling me like a year ago, when I told her, all these things that had happened, and my energy was rambunctious because it was like, I just like, it was hard to gracefully deliver the message of what had just happened to me. So without getting worked up, she said, which makes sense, she said, you need to make the path to the kingdom look attractive, because right now nobody's gonna want to hear it. She's like, this is not, or whatever, however she was. And I'm thinking, this shit isn't attractive. I'm not gonna pretend. Like, see how I'm getting worked up? It's like, okay, so years gone by, and now I can breathe a little bit and describe the experience through the beauty of it. And I'm still struggling, clearly, because I want to be like fanatic and not want to be. I feel like I'm struggling to portray my experience through the lens of love and beauty. And as it was happening, no, can't. It's too sacred. So, okay, I got goosebumps everywhere. Let's just. So we're gonna try to portray the situation with beauty, the true beauty that it was. which to be continued because I'm not going to probably say more. I feel like there's a lot of people or humanoids or whatever we are that have had this experience or a similar experience, and they're out there telling their story with a graceful delivery, but we just don't hear them because it's not mainstream. But since I haven't heard many stories direct contact one-on-one, all I have is myself to, it's like since I haven't known anybody to describe anything even remotely, I mean, like I've seen like the movies and like documentaries, whatever, live like near-death experiences, like yes, but like to sit, like to, I have never known somebody firsthand, and so I just have myself. And my point is, I'm like, how unique and special is my story? Or is it very common and it's just, we just don't talk about it because we don't want to be outcast? I don't think it's even a fear of being outcast, because I'm already an outcast as far as I'm concerned. The fear is portraying it incorrectly, perhaps. Okay, so I gotta practice my delivery and not just expect it to come out perfect the first time, the second, the third. By the time, okay, so in like 10 years, if we're still connected, blessed, I'm fairly certain my delivery is going to be so professional, enhanced, all the above. But right now, it's like I could barely get the words out, and it's so bizarre. It's like, why can't we just say this? Because this is not an everyday thing. Hello? Venus in the crossing? Or this could just mean somebody's being initiated into their beauty, where they were once made to think it was a problem. No offense. Fuck. You know what? I don't care. They should probably take offense. But, fuck. They don't even know. People that are blinded by jealousy or whatever, I don't think they recognize their own lens, and that whatever. They're just sitting there in their judgments for lack of what they are not, and making me have to sift through their projections when they're not even sifting through their own. It's so annoying. What's the message? The crossing is a beautiful thing. It's also a little I don't know. I guess there's nothing ugly about it, but it's been portrayed as scary and ugly. Why is it beautiful? Because it's the exit out of prison. Deuces. It's like you come back, but you have all the keys, or the one key that what are those keys called? The ones that unlock every door? That key. But just because you have the key that unlocks every door doesn't mean you know everything. You just have the ability to it's like you have the ability to absorb the energy behind whatever door you end up going through from then on. What's the message? May we get a message for my babes. Sedna. This is like the third time this come out. Named for an Inuit goddess. I got this morning, and then I got cut off because my roommate got home. But here it is again. The asteroid Sedna is trying to say something here. Let's see. Sedna, named for an Inuit goddess. Sedna is an intriguing asteroid body in astrology. Though fairly new to the world of discovered planetary bodies, she packs a powerful punch. Sedna brings up our fears around commitment in love and romantic affairs. As the goddess who feared marriage and had to be rescued by her own father, she carries the symbolism of codependent attributes in personal relationships. She carries the symbolism of codependent attributes in personal relationships. She is also connected to the ocean, where the goddess eventually found her home and experienced freedom. In your chart, this asteroid can bring up complex issues around healing. It also tells a story of where and how you eventually find your own comfort and home. I've just discovered my North Node cusps Gemini and Cancer. And so part of me wants to quit looking at my big toe. Part of me wants to finally discover the feeling of home, earth as my home, as opposed to striving for heaven as if it's outside of this realm. Heaven and hell are states of mind. Not someday, somewhere, as far as I'm concerned. As the goddess who feared marriage and had to be rescued by her own father. Oh my God. There's too much here, you guys. What's the message? For my babes, just trying to get a message. What's the message? The Tower. What's the message? What's the Tower? The Magician. Okay. One more. Let's Six of Wands? Holy shit! I don't know, you guys. I don't know. What's the message? Whew, shit. The Tower to the Magician to the Six of Wands. Somebody brought something down like magic, and they're going to be recognized for it. Perhaps the toxic thought patterns related to death. Let's not get... Yeah. This is too much. The shock of the situation was like without processing through some sort of magical ability, you probably won't make it. And so there's magic to surviving the crossing. And some of us are here to tell about it. And it's not easy. And so we're also telling a story of where and how you eventually find your own comfort and home. The beauty of this world. I could cry. I don't understand why we are taught that heaven is some... I don't know. I mean, I do know because we do transcend reality. And to explain it, sometimes we have to portray it in a way that seems unreachable. So to try to explain it firsthand, in a most real way as possible, it's still unbelievable. The word. So, what is this? What is this going to mean to you? This is a personal experience that I guess the message is we have to co-direct our own, dare I say, death. Co-direct the death. Co-direct the rebirth, as in you walk there with your own feet, but you're not alone. And so it's not just you and God, it's you and God. What's the message? That we don't wait until we're old to be initiated into the crossing. we discover the truth about death and rebirth with intention, co-directing the walk to the portal. And like magic, we come out the other end like, hey, guess what I did? And your parents are like, should we call the loony bin people? To hear the words, oh shit. I don't know how satisfying it would be to hear my parents say someday, sorry, I didn't know, or something like that. It's just like, oh, too little, too late. Although my dad has like a doppelganger, and one of them did acknowledge me, but the next day he forgot, and so that sucks. So the message here is that there is beauty. That the crossing is beautiful, not scary, because you take yourself there together with God, not forced by the times, like the matrix of time taking you there. No. You, with intention, walk to the crossing together. It's a purification of your soul, and it's beautiful because of you're conscious, not just blindly being taken there by the time matrix. So I guess that's the message. The shock is that magic is all around us. And somebody here is going to be recognized for a successful crossing. And Sedna, she brings up our fears around commitment in the love and romantic affairs. Yeah, after you've gone through the crossing, your days of marriage and commitment are pretty much over, because you're a weirdo and nobody can really resonate, and you're unless you're trying to have a baby. I don't know. She's also connected to the ocean, where the goddess eventually found her home and experienced freedom. That's funny, because like my first day of being homeless, guess where I went? And my first days of being homeless were, never mind. But yeah, I went straight to the ocean. Isn't that bizarre? I think a lot of us have that feeling, like if we haven't ever been there, or if we haven't been there in a long time, or if you're in a situation where you don't belong and there's nowhere to go, like where, I don't know, let's go to the ocean, right? The ominous power of the ocean makes it so you feel free. So that was my first attempt at trying to portray the experience of the crossing gracefully, and I'm certain that I could do much better. It's embarrassing, but like practice makes perfect, even for the ones who are creating a new path for others to see death as a portal and not an ending, something to be inspired by, not feared. To co-direct the walk and not be forced by the matrix of time. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I truly hope that helped. I love you so much. Until next time.